Hey guys, Pro1701 here, and today we're going to talk about classic Doctor Who Season 3. So, first Doctor, and my question is, what are your three favorite stories from Season 3? And I find this one an interesting pick for, say, Season 3, because so much of Season 3 is missing with only 17 out of 45 stories existing, so a little over a third. And with so many of the stories, Season 3 had 10 serials, only 3 are complete. So with so many of the stories either completely unable to be watched or partially unable to be watched, I think that really can cloud people's judgments on the stories, since we can't watch most of them the way they were meant to be originally viewed. Now, I've only seen 4 of these stories. The 3 complete ones, the Ark, the Gunfighters, and the War Machines, and then I've also seen the college remake of Mission to the Unknown. Those are the only 4 I'm aware of. And my favorite 3 of those is the Mission to the Unknown remake, which I thought was really neat, a great lead-in, I think, to Dalek's Master Plan, which I'm also looking forward to seeing one of these days when they animate it, if they animate it. Because I really enjoyed it. The little cacti thing that kind of turned you into one of them is a pretty neat concept for a villain. Again, Doctor Who taking something kind of mundane and making it dangerous. An intelligent killer cactus whose thorns, drive you mad and then turn you into one of them. Totally Doctor Who and totally awesome. I also really like the Ark, one of my favorite First Doctor stories. I actually own that one, the first Doctor story I ever bought on DVD. Really, really like it. Great twist partway through. I like the fact the twist doesn't come at the end. The twist comes halfway through. The Ark is a 4-parter that almost seems like 2 2-parters. Like the first 2 parts could be a complete story, and the second 2 parts could be a sequel to that story. It's really neat, and the way episode 2 ends on a really cool cliffhanger, you could call it. It's definitely gets you intrigued for the next episode. I really, really enjoy that. And then I really liked the War Machines. The War Machines is really great. Like the idea. Don't like the departure of Dodo. That's pretty terrible. But I do like the introduction of Ben and Polly. It's Ben and Polly's only complete story, actually. And they're great in it. And, of course, I like Hartnell in it. He gets some really good moments as well. The Gunfighters I didn't really like for reasons I've mentioned before. Mostly that ballad of Johnny Ringo's song that's god-awful. And they want you to know how god-awful it is because they play it roughly 70,000 times. That's an estimate, not an exaggeration, I think. And it's awful. Some of the other stories in here, kind of giving my thoughts on them, is the Mythmakers, I don't really hear much about. I think it's supposed to be good, but I never hear much talk about the Mythmakers. Now, Galaxy 4, I know, doesn't have a good reputation. I have always wanted to see it, though. I like the fact it's kind of a smaller scale story. I'm not surprised that it's kind of the first Hartnell to be announced for animation in a long while. It seems easy to do, small cast. The creatures, you can just create basically one version of the creatures and just copy paste for all of them. Same thing with the blonde women, they're all supposed to be clones, so you can just kind of create one and copy paste all of the others. It makes sense to do Galaxy 4 this early. And I've always wanted to see it because Galaxy 4, I think, is a great cautionary tale about trusting attractive blonde women. Very cautionary. Of all the lessons Doctor Who's ever had about depression and fear and politics and polluting, I think the greatest lesson they've ever taught is quite possibly this one. Be cautious of attractive blonde women, yes. Whoever wrote that story definitely has a story to tell, I think. Dalek's Master Plan, of course, never actually seen it, but I know, it's legendary, everybody wants it, they want an animated 12-part epic. 3 of the episodes exist, the other 9 are missing. I'm sure when they animate it, they'll animate the whole thing. I'm looking forward to that, like most Doctor Who fans are. Celestial Toymaker, I have read the Target novel of that a long time ago, back in the 90s. I don't remember if it was the early 90s, mid-90s, I don't remember when. I know I read it, though, although I can't remember a lot of it. But I did read it and enjoyed it. I'd love to see it animated. I'm sure they do all 4 parts. Only episode 4 still exists. I really like Michael Goff, so it would be great to have that back. Massacre of St. Bartholomew's Eve, I always hear good things about. Although it might be the one I don't think any of it survives. I don't even know if there's telesnaps of it. Like, I think it's just like no footage of it, I think, survives of it. I'm not sure. And I think that's the one where Hartnell's playing not just the Doctor, but someone else that looks just like the Doctor. And I always hear good things about it, so I would like to see it. And then the Savages, never hear anybody talk about the Savages. I don't really hear much. I think that's the story where Stephen leaves, but I never really hear much about it, so I don't know if it's good or not. You can let me know down in the comments about the Savages and your thoughts on it. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Season 3. I do like Mission to the Unknown, the remake. I like the Ark. I like the War Machines. And I don't like the Gunfighters. The first Hartnell story I've ever seen, I just flat out didn't like. And then, like I said, several of them I'm looking forward to seeing, including Galaxy 4. So I'm looking forward to getting more news on that. So I'd like to know what you think of Season 3, what your favorite 3 stories from Season 3 are, and what else you think of Season 3 as a whole. So comment down below and let me know what you think. I always enjoy interacting with you guys. Other things to do: click the like button, click the subscribe button, click the bell for notifications so you never miss out on a new video. I have a Patreon as well. If you would like to become one of my patrons, there's a link to that down in the description if you want to help me out there, if you want to support what I do, if you like what I do. Most importantly, though, thank you for watching.